Hey everyone, my name is Samantha, and today I wanted to film my foundation routine. I've filmed one of these before, but it was pretty old and some things have changed. The biggest thing that has changed is that I have recently gone all cruelty free, so during this video I'll be using all cruelty free products. I have also switched a lot of things around, so I wanted to film it for you today. As a new foundation routine. And just so you guys know, I do have like textured skin, mainly like around here and sometimes on my chin and like throughout right here. So let's just go ahead and get started into my foundation routine. Okay, so first off, of course, I always prime my face. So I do use a couple of different primers though actually. The first one I use is the Smashbox Photo Finish Primer. Looks like this. This is just a sample because I'm broke. And I only get like smallest amount of this. And I mainly put it on my nose and on my forehead. So I mainly just focus it like in this area. And I'll put it down on my chin too. Then the second primer that I go in with is the Kat Von D Lock-It. What is this? The Kat Von D Lock-It Featherweight Primer. And I'll put that on the rest of my face. Now these two I use together, but this is another primer. It is the Smashbox Photo Finish Primer Oil. Again, sample size. And then on top of that, I usually go with the Born This Way foundation. So what I do is, if I can open this, I really want the full size of this, but I'm waiting to finish this. But I'll just like tip it over, and I'll literally just like rub it just random areas of my face. I do try to avoid the middle of my face when using this though. So just like the perimeter. And then for the foundation, just gonna pump it on my finger. Just put that everywhere. So I blend this out different ways. Sometimes I'll, depending on how I'm feeling that day, I'll take just like a flat foundation brush, and then I'll just spray it. This is the Badescu facial spray, the rose water one. I'll spray the brush and then I'll go over it, and then after that I'll get my beauty blender or my sponge. Where is my sponge? Actually, where is my sponge? Okay, so if I don't have time to do that, or if I want to skip that step, then I'll go straight in with my sponge and just blend that over. But today, since I do this most of the time, I'm just going to get my brush, just spray it, and then I just blend this in. Then just for more coverage, I'll just take some foundation on the back of my hand, and that's when I grab my sponge and I just blend this on top. So once the foundation is blended out, that's when I go into my concealer, and I'll basically just conceal and highlight all of the main areas. And again with my beauty blender or sponge. To set that a little bit, I'm going to be using the e.l.f. High Definition Powder. And when I say I'm using a little bit, I'm using a little bit because I find that this really does like flash back on me. So just taking a little bit and putting it right there, right in the creases of my eye, and like the tiniest amount. Just to go over the areas that I highlighted again, I'll be taking the Lorac palette and using this shade right here. I'm just going over everywhere I put the concealer. And the this shade too, I'll take it right in my smile lines because I crease so badly there. It's like not even funny. So I never really used to set the rest of my face with powder, but I have been trying this new trick out. But before we get into that, I'm going to be taking, this is the BareMinerals, what is this? Their original foundation, and I take a small amount of this because I don't want too much more coverage. And I do take it on a really fluffy brush. You're taking it on this brush like this. Basically just dump a little bit in here. And then I just go over my face. And take it all the way down to your neck and your ears. Like I said, not too much powder. Just enough to set it and forget it. And then after that, of course, I move on to my bronzer, contour, blush, highlight. I'm going to go ahead and do that real quick and then I'll be right back. Okay guys, so basically everything else is done. I have blush, bronzer, highlight, obviously. The next step that I like to do, and I got this from Jordy from her YouTube page, is It's Likely Makeup. So I got this from her, but I take, or what she does is she takes the Wet n Wild. This is the bronzer in Reserve Your Cabana, and it's just like a nice shimmery light. It's, I mean, there's not much color to it, but I just take that and I pat this all over my face for like a really nice subtle sheen of a glow. Ever since I started watching her videos, I went out, I bought this, and I have been using it like this ever since, and I'm honestly obsessed with it. And once all that done, again, I take my rose water spray my face. Then I take my sponge and I just dab everything into my skin. Once we're done with that, we are done. I'm going to go ahead and do the rest of my makeup and I'll be right back. Alright guys, so now that the rest of my face is finished, I'm going to take some setting spray. This is the Urban Decay Chill Makeup Setting Spray. I'm going to you can't always just go over everything. Is that thunder outside? Alright guys, and that is my finished foundation routine. That's basically what I've been doing. I am working on getting rid of a lot of stuff because, like I did say, I am going cruelty free, so some of the stuff I have I cannot use anymore. I don't know what the hell I'm going to do with it, but I will find something to do with it. But yeah, everything else that I didn't include in the video I will leave down in the description box below, just in case you are interested. But yeah, I think that is it. Is it it? I think that's it. So thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see y'all in my next video. Bye.